Hey, Rick Pizzo, Dave Revson, Mike Hall here. This is the kind of argument, guys, that we love because no matter what we say, there's no one out there that can actually prove us wrong. We are going to debate which Big Ten team we believe would have had the best chance to get to the Final Four in 2020. Rever, why don't you start us off?
Well, there are a couple candidates for me. I'd say I would narrow it down to Michigan State and Wisconsin. I probably would have leaned toward Wisconsin. I just love the way they were playing down the stretch, 8 straight wins, which I understand doesn't always translate to NCAA tournament success. But to me, it was the way they were winning. They were beating really good teams. They had 10 quad one wins. There are only 2 teams in the country that had more. And they had figured it out on offense. It was a team that really struggled to shoot the ball early in the year. But in that stretch of wins, they were shooting over 40% from 3. They were the 3rd most efficient offense over the last month in college basketball. So I like the way the Badgers were playing. And then I think on those one-day turnarounds in particular, when you get into the second game of a weekend, I just think they're a really tough team to prepare for. So that's where I would have leaned, Mike.
That would have been incredible. If Greg Gard could have done that, where they were in early February, losing his second leading scorer, that would have been amazing. You brought up the team I was going to say. I would have gone Michigan State. Similar reason in that they were playing great at the end. 5 straight wins to end the season. 4 of them against ranked teams. If there was a team you'd want to do it, it'd be them with everything that Cassius went through with his brother, the way Xavier improved, the way Henry and Rocket were playing as of late. And then at the end of the day, Rick, if nothing else, January, February, Izzo.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the history has been there, but other than that one Final Four trip when nobody obviously really expected it, I don't know about this Michigan State vintage because the last 4 or 5 years they've had the same issue, and that's been turnovers. And to me, you get into the NCAA tournament, you turn the ball over, you have major issues. I look at 3 things. You want a consistent point guard, you want a really good big, and you want complementary players that can get you over the finish line. To me, the one team that checked all those boxes this year, Maryland. Anthony Cowan, big shot after big shot. Jalen Smith, arguably, other than Luka Garza, the best big in the conference, one of the best in the country. And I love the play late of guys like Eric Ayala, Daryl Morcell. I think they're really good complementary players. Like I said, guys, it's a debate that we could have forever. It's a debate in which none of us can say we're right or wrong, but it's a really fun debate to have nonetheless.
Rick, how much did you worry about their depth? That was the one thing with me with Maryland, the frontline depth. There are only 10 teams in the country that use their bench less. That was my concern if Jalen Smith gets in foul trouble.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That's the one key right there. Jalen Smith staying out of foul trouble. And minutes aren't an issue for Anthony Cowan. They never were. Minutes weren't an issue for the guys that played. They were really well conditioned. But to your point, the one thing that would have kept Maryland out of making a deep run to me is if Jalen Smith's only able to play 26, 28 minutes a game. They need him on the floor for 30 plus in the tournament without question.